Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but listen, if you want to see more content from me, just hop over to Twitch. I stream basically every day from 7 or 8 p.m. or even 9 p.m. I start, and I just stream for a couple hours or longer. So whether, you guys could come out, hang out, just talk about either the anime, whatever you guys want. I just come out, hang out, talk, chill. It is what it is. But all that being said, look, today's a special day, a very special day. Today is the second chapter of Berserk that has come out this year, chapter 362. So we have Berserk chapter 362. Obviously I'm not reading it, I'm reading it on readberserk.com. so if there's any funky dialogue or stuff, can't blame me. There is no official way to read Berserk. Everyone's been feeling that. So all that being said, let's get into it. So last time we left off, they met the person that made the Berserker armor. So yeah, and instantly Guts' Berserker armor activates, and it's like in full like uncontrollable mode. Interesting. I like that more than the. I love the Berserker armor. I just don't like when it's controlled form, because like it just like looks weird. It makes him look like Batman more, because like it's just like instead of the cool design eyes, it's just his normal eyes in the armor, and as you can see his mouth too. So it's like. It looks great still, don't get me wrong, but it just looks a little weird because like seeing actual people after we've seen like the very berserk, no pun intended, like form of the armor. So we got Shirke and oh man, good lord, forgot how good like shield. Anyway, Guts, what's that? Down boy. Oh. Instantly. He says down boy and like chains come out of nowhere and like bind Guts and grab him by his biceps pretty much. Interesting. Master Archmage Shirke Morta cutting class already. What's going on? What are you doing to Guts? Resorting to torture? Interesting. Okay. So just for you to show him a blood memory that seeped into the armor. Ooh, wait. Are we getting... Oh, are we gonna get... Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. This is starting off really good. What caused its previous... Okay. A blood memory that seeped into the armor would cause its previous owner's life to be consumed by the Berserker. Whoa. What the hell? What? Whoa. Wait, is this... Okay, so this is the demon realm. Okay, so this is the demon realm. Lots of tentacles, the Berserk, not really such a surprise anyway. So, I'm trying to zoom in on this stuff, but yeah, it's a lot of demonic stuff, eyes, monsters. It seems a lot of them are getting like chopped. Yeah, a lot of them got chopped up and into pieces. Okay, and we got the God Hand. Oh, whoa, is this the old God Hand? Is that Ganishka? Wait, what? What? Hold on. We got Void, and that's pretty much it. Oh my god, that thing on the right, its face looks like a... Is that a... I mean... I'm not surprised it's Berserk, but I think that is a female reproductive organ on a face, or as a face. Interesting. Okay. So he's seeing the memory of... Damn, this is the old school God Hand. So someone was in the armor, like in this hell place, just bodying a whole bunch of demons, and then the memory seems to resonate with him. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is the same path. It's interesting because this is basically essentially showing us maybe a different path that Guts would have taken had he not gone this route and met these people. Interesting. Okay, he's like in the dog Berserker form, and then he switches a skeleton, like the way the armor looked initially. And he's holding... Oh, I thought high-key thought that was... Maybe that's why it resonates with him. The white hair and everything, or blonde hair, whatever. Again, it's manga, I can't tell if it's white or blonde, but... It looked like Griffith initially. Interesting. And she seems to be... He's being cradled by the person in the Berserker armor. And then she dies. And then the brand of sacrifice is in the background. Wait, I'm trying to... Man, this chapter is insane. Wait a minute. Okay, so is the brand of sacrifice on a town, or was that just on the floor? And then okay, that's... I don't know, because whenever you see the brand of sacrifice, it's usually on the people, or whatever is being sacrificed. So something is being sacrificed. I can't tell exactly what it is, because it looked like the person was in the hellscape, you know, in that place where the God Hand were at. And then the brand is just on the floor, which is interesting. Anyway, what happened? He stopped dead like a puppet with its chains or strings cut. Might this be an opportune moment? Shiriki hops on Guts. Oh, nice. I like how she grabs like the ear of like the dog or whatever, and then like pulls it back. Interesting. It very much feels like... People compare him to Batman. I compare him more to the symbiote, the symbiotic relationship between Spider-Man or Venom, whatever, and the symbiote. Like, especially the way that the mouth opens out and like it reveals the human inside. It's very reminiscent of the symbiote. I really like it. Especially the way that the black like rage or whatever entity, like just the way it peels backward too. Well, look at you, nicely done. Okay, so he's back. Sorry you had to come to my rescue. That right now was for sure the end. The end of... What you bore witness to was the end of a foolish king and the beginning of a dead man stalking the endless... Dude! That was a Skull Knight! Or at least that's what it's inferred to be. Very... I mean, his wife is... Wow. I mean... Them lips. Anyway. But... Okay, so the story of the king, if I'm trying to remember correctly, they mentioned it before a long time ago. Either it was the Golden Age or something when they... I think, was it the tower? Like when where Griffith was at? Just a bunch of bodies at the bottom? Something about the Mad King and stuff like that. So I'm trying to remember like the exact story because it was very prevalent at that time. That was a short chapter, or at least it felt short. Actually, no, that was short, bro. God damn. Short, but to the point. Good lord. So, that was a lot. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. So, we saw a bit of Skull Knight's past, or it's inferring it is. Who wore the armor before, and it seems like the people that wear the armor and get consumed by the armor in some way. Maybe that's just because they're next to the guy that made the armor, which not everyone is next to. He saw, or was able to tap into the visage of the past user of the armor, or like, you know, the memory. So that's, oh man, lots of stuff to digest. Holy shit. We got the old, and it makes sense too, because Void is the one that the Skull Knight like knows out of all five of them or whatever, and the one that Void talks to Skull Knight. So there's a connection there, you know what I mean? So as we saw, Void is the current God Hand like leader, or at least not the current leader, but he's like the main. He's always been the main one though. Like he always felt like the main big like leader out of all five of them. Like the other ones felt obviously godly and you know whatever and cool and very effed up and weird, but no one had the presence that like Void had. I believe that's his name, or at least what we know him as. He had like the big cave, the very big Batman cave. He was enclosed, like aside from Femto, right? He had like the closed cave. He was in the middle of all of them. He had the big brain and everything. Like he, for sure, I think he was also the one that set out the brand as well. So he always had that big boss energy. So him in the past with 4 other Godhand members, and they're all different. One looked like he had a vagina face. One looked like a walking blueberry. Not gonna lie. One, yeah, they didn't look too cool. I mean, let me see. I'll look at them again. They looked okay. Didn't look that crazy. Like the current Godhand members for sure look way better. But I was wondering, that looks a lot like Ganishka on the left. Interesting. Maybe it's someone part of the same tribe of that demon type. I'm talking about this big buff dude with a giant beard and shit. Like, I know you can't probably see it, but I don't know if that's exactly Ganishka or what. But I think that's cool because Ganishka's probably the I mean, he was an apostle at, you know, when we found him or whatever, but he was definitely like one of the strongest ones. Like he turned into a giant lightning like element cloud. He was insane, but man, there's a lot in this chapter. So it also, I think the biggest part of this chapter of how short it is the highlight and the focus on like the core. It seems it's obviously a parallel to Guts, right? Which is always we've always known is the Skull Knight and Guts had this relationship. Sorry, I'm like stuttering a little bit because I'm trying to process everything immediately and like trying to like compare and analyze it as good as I can to, you know, give my thoughts. But the thing is, Guts found friends, found companionship, and they all helped him on his journey. As he, you know, without his friends, he probably wouldn't have like found Casca and stuff like that, you know, and saved her properly, and you know stuff like that. So, in hindsight, when you do think about it, like if Guts never found people like, you know, Shirke, Farney, Serpico, Isidoro, whatever, however you say his name, Puck, especially Puck. That was the first one that kind of broke his armor a little bit. Then none of this would have, you know, he wouldn't be where he's at. He probably would have done the exact same thing that the king was doing, which is obviously probably had some bone to pick with the person, with Void specifically maybe, or, you know, that was his wish or something. So he was in that demon realm just fucking shit up in the Berserker armor, and then he was like, then we cut to a different part where he's holding his wife's or someone, you know, important to him, just like body, and she's dead, and you know, so very important, very similar to Guts, and basically highlighting to us that, you know, maybe if Guts didn't find friends and companionship to help him on the way and stuff, this would have been him like long ago. So instead of being a tale of revenge and stuff that, you know, initially was Guts' purpose, it kind of turned into something else, you know, much different than what we expected it. And I honestly like where it's at. It's more nuanced and developed, or character development way. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. This part's a little funky. It's a more nuanced way of going about the story rather than it just being, oh hey, he got Berserker armor, oh sweet, now let's go fight Griffith and the God Hand, you know, with no consequence, right? Because they did to Casca and all my friends, right? So it's like, it's very symbolic of that theme. So I think by the end of this arc, which whenever we get to it, I think the whole kind of thing is that I think Guts is gonna either leave the Berserker armor, or he's gonna keep it, especially with the blacksmith right there. But he's gonna finally overcome that demon that's inside of him, which, you know, his own personal and like desires and demons and bad stuff that he thinks, right? So I think that's the main thing that we're gonna get from this arc. Again, which leaves up in the air what's gonna happen in the end. What's gonna happen with Griffith? What's gonna, like, you know, because I don't know, man. There's still a lot to like explore with this world, man. Like, I don't think Guts has that anger towards Griffith anymore. He's obviously still, and you can't forgive him and stuff, but Casca's back. He's, you know, working on himself. He has his companionship stuff back. So we kind of lost that huge giant rage motivator in the process of his character development, which is good for him. So, you know, it's kind of weird where Berserk is heading, but you know, I don't know that's the one thing I love about it. I can't anticipate where it's going. So, with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe for me, share the video if you enjoyed. See you all in the next chapter, whenever that drops. See ya.